Here we are at Berman Field for Cornell men's soccer against Penn, Ivy League opener. We're not quite a minute in yet. Cornell's been on the attack so far in the opening moments, and Red are looking good. They've been perfect so far in the season. Penn's had a more mixed set of results so far. So Cornell will be looking to get off on the right foot as it starts its hunt for the first Ivy League title since, Rachel's going to tell me, 1971. Thank you, Rachel. Just over 10 minutes in here, and Penn has scored. Curling shot from the left-hand side of outside of the penalty area, down to the bottom right corner. Beat Rick. It was a hard shot to save. It curled nicely to the bottom corner. But it's been pretty much all Cornell so far until there was a corner that led up to the goal. Cornell probably just needs to stick to what they've been doing so far. Not good, obviously, to concede another early goal, but they've been pretty well in control so far, aside from conceding first. Scores for Cornell off flick on from a throw-in on the far side of the field. Ball fell to him on the left-hand side of the box, and he took a right-footed shot to the far right side of the goal. And it's 1-1 Cornell and Penn with just over 12 minutes to go in the half. So it's about 30 minutes so far in the first. 2-1 to the Reds. Who else? Daniel Haber. Tyler Regan took the ball down the right wing and lofted it in. I think one of the Penn defenders may have gotten the keeper might have gotten a hand on it. But Haber was there. No one else in the middle of the goal. Haber made a late run into the box and headed it in. 14 goals on the season for him. And it's 2-1 to Cornell. 35 minutes gone. So we've had almost 40 minutes of game time. Look who's here. Allie and Lauren finally show up. And it's 3-1. 40 minutes gone. Sort of broken play by Cornell. Regan took the ball down the left wing, tried to pull it across the face of the penalty area. Fell to, I think, Nico on the right side of the box, and he smashed it home from, I think it was, from the about the right corner of the penalty area. 3-1 Cornell, about 5 minutes left in the first half. It's halftime at Berman Field. Cornell 3, University of Pennsylvania 1. Cornell goals from, after Penn scored first, from Connor Gopel, Daniel Haber, and it wasn't Nico Niesel, it was Stephen Reiser was on the third goal. Cornell's played well in patches so far, but probably not full value for a 3-1 lead. We're here with Rachel, Lauren, and Allie. And Haley, sorry. Any comments on the first? I mean, you three didn't really see anything, so I'm not sure. Okay. We didn't see much football in the first half. We saw a third goal. All right. But we'll talk to Rachel, because Rachel was actually here on time to see the game.
Commentary. Yeah, we have commentary.
I have to be here on time. It's my job.
Man himself. He's awesome. The bomb.
That's great commentary. We love Abby.
I think that's all we're going to get from that end of the bench. Rachel?
And do you speak of?
Shit was sloppy. Not better. And then Penn stopped running.
Really looked slow.
And then we scored another goal. Yeah, we scored another goal, and I was happy.
Yeah, I think I can get behind that analysis. Cornell started pretty well, but after Penn scored, they seemed to get a bit on the back foot. Cornell, I guess I may as well point the camera myself. Cornell looked off the pace, really, for most of the middle of the first half. Penn was pressing well, but by near the end of the first half so far, Penn seemed to lose a little bit of their momentum, a little bit of their legs. They weren't pressing as hard. Cornell had more time on the ball. Maybe there was one counterattack that Haber had before Cornell scored to equalize that may have been decisive in putting a seed in the minds of the Penn players. They need to stay back a little bit more, because Haber almost scored. It was really Cornell's first good chance of the game. The goals came shortly after that in quick succession. Cornell's played fairly well, as I said, in patches, but will need to step it up a little bit and play more consistently in the second half. That'll do it for halftime from Berman Field. Scores Cornell 3, Penn 1. It's Cornell 3, Penn Penn just got their second goal of the game off a long shot that was deflected, I think off of one of the Cornell defenders, and looped up over Rick, bounced off the crossbar, and then down and into the back of the net.
Let's go, Red!
We have just over 25 minutes to go in the game. Cornell's been pretty good so far in the second half. Had quite a few chances, although they've been a bit wasteful off the set pieces. But obviously Penn will be able to fight back in with a chance now in this game.
Oh my God!
It's kind of nerve-wracking.
Full time from Berman Field, Cornell 3, Penn 2. Cornell gets its first win of the Ivy League season and continues its perfect start overall. Cornell was on and off in the second half, didn't score, created a bunch of chances, but still at times struggled for a grip on the game, perhaps a little bit too direct. We're here with Haley, right? Haley? Lauren, any comments? No comments. Haley, any comments on the game?
A little rough, but we got the W, so.
All right. Allie, any comments on the game?
Sloppiest win ever. Sorry, boys.
Okay.
That was scary. I was stressed out.
A few heart palpitations.
Yeah, there were a few
Okay.
palpitations. Quite a lot of cursing.
Who's the starting goalie?
And players come over. Overall, Cornell played pretty well, but was sloppier than they've been in other games this season. As I said before, struggled for pace at times, struggled for a grip on the game. Didn't keep the ball in a lot of prolonged periods of the game. Probably too direct. The set pieces were atrocious. We scored 3 goals, and Penn is not very good, so we won. So I think we'll all take that. So that's a final from Berman Field. Cornell 3, Penn 2. Cornell will take on Colgate next before returning to the remainder of its Ivy League schedule, away against Harvard and then back here against Yale in a couple of weeks.